Hi everyone, my name is Lena. Welcome to Lena's Home Creation, my YouTube channel. And if you like projects on a budget, farmhouse style projects, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button so that you're next aware when I post a video. Now for this easy craft, very easy, I'm going to pour some acrylic paint, just normal white acrylic paint, into my jug. Now the reason I'm doing this because the jug is quite dark. It doesn't show on camera, but it's very tinted in a grey tint, and so I wanted to pour the white paint in just to get rid of some of that dark colour, and this is going to add the effect when I do the application to make my dupe. So once I poured all the paint in, I'm just going to make sure it's evenly covered and just let all the excess paint pour out. Yes, I should have used a plate, and I did manage to scrape some of that paint and put it back into the can. So here you can see it's come out like a beigey colour once the paint is drying off there. So this is really the effect that I'm going for. So first of all, I'm going to be using some of those labels that I printed out on Pinterest, and I'm just going to choose one that's appropriate for this little project. It's going to give it a really beautiful farmhousey looking jar. Now I'm going to be sort of tearing at it because I want some of that white paper exposed, because that's going to add more effect to our jug once we do all the other applications. Well, you guys know the next step. I'm just going to use some Yoo-hoo glue and school glue, and just make sure it's tacky, and apply my label to the front of my jar. That's it, simple. And so there you have it. That's the first stage here. I'm just reapplying it because I did stick it upside down. Silly me. So make sure that's stuck on, give it time to dry, and I've gone for that sort of Masons in French logo, which you can just download off the internet. It's free. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to apply some of my antique wax just around my label, as I want it to look a little bit more old and distressed and weathered. So that's the only step that I'm doing here. So the next stage is I'm going to spray some of my black matte black into the cap of the can, and I'm going to be using a little cloth to rub some of that black paint onto my jug bottle. And the reason I'm doing this is I want some black on the bottle because it's going to add some effect to the look that we're going for. So you want to go into the grooves and the nooks and crannies, but you don't want to put too much, just sparingly all over your bottle. So this is how it looks so far. I'm sorry the light keeps changing as I walk in front of the camera. So that's the black applied, and next I'm going for some spackling, and I'm going to get a little handful, and I'm just going to put that on my newspaper, and I'm going then to apply some dark sort of chocolatey color acrylic paint, and I'm just going to put about a teaspoon, I would say, onto there, and I'm just going to mix it with a brush and then use my hands to apply that onto my bottle, all over my bottle. And at first I'm going to be patting it down, and then I'm going to be wiping, because you want to add texture. You want to make this bottle look old and authentic. So you can use a glove for this, or you can just use your hands. It washes off quite easily, because you want to add a lot of texture to this bottle. So there's no right or wrong way of doing this. Just go with your gut instinct. You can just pat it, you can smear it, but I think if you pat it, it gives it more texture. So you want to make it look as old and as authentic as possible. So you'll sort of visually get the idea as you go along if you want to add more or add less. But if you carry on watching, you're going to see how beautiful and authentic this looks once we've completed our third stage of this process. So once you've applied all that acrylic paint on there, the mixture that we did earlier, while it's still wet, you're going to grab yourself some baking soda, and we're just going to sprinkle that and pat it all over our jug. So now that the baking soda's on there and it's dried a little bit, we're going in with our antique wax, and we're going to dab in raised areas and around the bottle, adding more texture and adding to the effect of the age look and the stoneware, and just keep doing that all around your bottle until you're happy with the result. If you notice some of the areas look quite dark and veiny, don't worry, get yourself some baby wipes and just smear that in, or remove some of it. You can lighten it, darken it, and sort of blend all those colors in. It just adds more authenticity to your project. I still felt that my bottle needed more texture, so I went back in with some spackling, this time without colour, and I'm just going to be smearing and patting that around my bottle in the areas that I feel it needs more, just to add more texture and add to the look of this project that we're going for. And as you can see, it generally looks like stone, and in those areas I'm adding some more of that bicarbonate soda to give it that grainy, textured, stony feel. And again, I will add some more of the antique wax as well. So it's just a matter of just seeing where you're happy with the results of this project, and just going for the effect that you want. And once you're happy, just let everything dry and display it in your home. And finally, the last step is to add a champagne cork to your top of your bottle. And that's it, the look is complete. This is how I've staged it in my home. It goes absolutely beautiful with all my other pieces there. It looks so authentic, it looks really expensive. It's something that you can also create with using other type of vessels. You can use glass jars, anything, just by doing these steps that I did. And you can also change the color, maybe just use lots of dark grays as well if you want a different color. So, you know, enjoy it. If you like this tutorial, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already by hitting that subscribe button. Leave your comments below. Let me know your thoughts on how this turned out, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you're going to try it. And I'll see you again soon for another craft project on the budget from Lena's Home Creation. Bye bye now.